Hello, welcome to the second video of the third batch of the Pacific series. Today the intention of the day is to stay open or with a willingness to be surprised. We're going to dwell in the emotion of awe, allowing ourselves to be in awe with whatever we are experiencing during the practice. That requires an attitude of curiosity, natural curiosity, and also an attitude of, if you go to the practice like, I already know what's going to happen, I already know this posture, and I already know what I feel during this posture, nothing new will happen, and exploration is not really happening, and you are not really willing to be surprised. So I want you to fall into this innate curiosity that kids have. Bring your inner child into play today, and I'm going to help you with that, reminding you all the time, but also sending you in a more playful mode. Yeah? And we're going to start by playing right away. So go down to your mat on your regular Shavasana. Let's use these first moments of the session to simply allow for the body to fall down to the ground, surrendering, letting go of the need to be in charge, to be in control. And simply notice how it feels to let go of the weight of the body. And simply observe the breath, the movement of the breath, and allow for the mind to stay present here, now. Good, beautiful. Now bring the sole of the feet together. Knees are falling out, hanging down. Make sure that your pelvis is in a nice position so your lower back is not unhappy. Yeah, good. And now open your arms. What we're going to do here is put pressure with one foot against the other, which activates the pelvic floor. And then the pelvis rolls towards the head. And then we let go of the pressure and allow for the pelvis to move towards the feet. And as you can see, the chin moves towards the chest in a natural way. Pressure, one foot against the other, pelvic floor activates, the pelvis rolls, and then let go, the pelvis goes back, and the chin moves towards the chest. With the pressure, you feel the pelvic floor activating. This is what we call Mula Bandha. And then when you release the pressure, at the end of the movement, you can feel the chin moving towards the chest. This is what we call Jalandhara. Pressure on your feet, pelvis rolls, Mula Bandha. Release the pressure, the pelvis rolls back towards your feet, and then Jalandhara Bandha in your throat with the chin moving to the chest. Yeah. So those bandhas that we can do at pleasure, now they are happening softly, but in a natural way. Now, let's keep on playing by adding some breath here. When you put pressure, you will exhale. With the exhalation, Mula Bandha. And then with the inhalation, you let go of the pressure and you allow for the Jalandhara Bandha to happen. Yeah? Pressure, exhale. Release the pressure, inhale. Pressure, exhale. Feel Mula Bandha and the throat opening. And then release the pressure, exhale, and feel the throat closing, chin to chest, and the pelvic floor relax. pressure on your feet against each other. Yeah. Nice. Once more. Feel Mula Bandha with the exhalation and the pressure. And relax the pressure and feel Jalandhara Bandha with the inhalation. Beautiful. Now stop the movement, bring the feet down. We're going to start playing. That's a really nice, that's the moment to really bring your playfulness. And we're going to do it with opening the hip. It's all about the hip here, yeah? So what we will do is slide your feet, opening the knee to the side, bending the leg. It's not this, yeah? The knee is open, the hip is open. And then when you cannot go any farther, you pick up the knee, bring it towards the chest, and then you go back. Open as much as you can all the way. The foot goes to the ground and then slide down. The movement happens with the hip open already, with the groin open. And as you can see, now I'm doing the movement with a lot of control. It's slow and I'm controlling the movement. But what I really want you to bring into the practice is less control and playing more with the weight of the leg. So once I pick up the leg, then I let it go back on its own. So it falls, tap, and then it slides. Up, and down. Up, and down. Up, and down. As you can see now, I'm allowing my whole body to move with this motion. I'm not controlling my head. So I'm putting less control and more playfulness. For some of you, this is really difficult. Like not being in control, it gets really difficult. You are kind of... But it's an amazing tool to learn. Yeah, there are times for everything, and there are times that we really need to let go. And we can still enjoy that. Okay, let's add another element. The next element will be, once I'm here, I'm going to kick with the leg towards the opposite side. Yeah? When I kick, my right shoulder wants to leave, and my only task is to keep the shoulder down. And then, bending the leg, the knee will go back. Again, I don't want to be in control. If I do this moving, and then here I stretch the leg, this is not a kick, this is stretching the leg, and then I bend it back. Yeah, that's not what we're aiming for. Kick, and go back. 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 This is even more difficult, to let go of, to simply be playful. Once more. And now feel your leg, your hip, your pelvis. It doesn't matter if it doesn't look perfect from the outside. It's all about what you're feeling. I feel my leg vibrant, bites alive. Okay, let's reposition and do the other leg. Remember, slide the feet, opening the knee, and then pick up the leg, and then bring it down. And try to do this with less and less control every time you do. Inhale up. Well, you know what? We're not going to focus on the breath. Let the breath be natural, because I want you to keep all your attention in the sensation of doing this, enjoying that movement with less and less control. I can see already your control freaks doing this. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. And as you can see, it doesn't look the same. So play. Okay, let's add the kick on the next one. Kick. And remember, the only limitation is the shoulder, yeah? If I don't put that limitation, when I kick, whoops, the whole body wants to turn because I'm going with the movement and the impulse that comes with it. But here, I have decided that we're going to play with the limitation, which is nice because then we are doing a spinal twist in a manner completely different than we usually do. So it's a dynamic spinal twist with no sense of control, which which actually renders the body much softer, so new things are happening. And try to have fun. If you're not having fun, it's because you want to control it from the mind, and you're not enjoying the experience, therefore, oops, it's okay if it doesn't work. You do it on the next one. Okay, let's do 2 more. 1 and 2. Yeah. And now feel the left leg, the hip. I can even feel the vibration in my left hand. It's so, wow, that's the energy moving. I love it. Ooh, okay. Let's turn, sit up, and transition to all fours on hands and knees for Marjariasana, spreading the fingers, shoulders above the wrists, knees below the hips. Inhale, arch, Mula Bandha, hold the breath, and then exhale round, Jalandhara Bandha, hold the breath. Inhale, Mula Bandha, hold the breath. Exhale, Jalandhara Bandha, and hold. Inhale, open and hold, Mula Bandha. Exhale, round and hold, Jalandhara Bandha. Inhale, hold. Exhale, hold. Inhale, hold. Exhale, hold. Beautiful. Now, tuck the toes in. Bring the hands just a little bit farther. And then moving the body weight forward. Let's go for knees, chest, chin. Now, inhale, push with the pubic bone, baby cobra. Retention, all fours. Exhale, tuck the toes in and sit backwards. Move forward. Hold the breath. Inhale, cobra. Hold and exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. 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 Exhale. Last one. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. And again, knees, chest, chin. Inhale for cobra. Keep on breathing. And now bring the arms back. Shoulders rolling back and down. Back and towards the pelvis. Pulling your arms as far away, your hands as far away from your shoulders as possible. And then feet together. Inhale, legs up. Breathe into your belly and your chest in Sarvasana. the chest, tuck the toes in, bring the pelvis up. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Good. Now remember, bend the knees if you need, so you can lengthen the spine in this posture. And feel the breath. Today, in this posture, we're going to move the breath between the base, pelvic floor, and the throat or the neck. Energetically, these energy centers are called, the lower one is Muladhara, and the one on the throat is Vishuddhi. So we're moving the breath, therefore the prana, the energy between these 2 points. So inhale from the base all the way to the throat, and then exhale the opposite movement. Beautiful. Now inhale, shift the weight towards your hands for plank. Pull the heels back. Stay here. Soft breath. Moving it again from Muladhara to Vishuddhi. Throat to base. Good. And then again, Adho Mukha. And walk with your feet towards your hands. For easy Uttanasana, bending the knees, softening here, dropping the arms, the head, and simply breathing wherever the body needs it most. Remaining open. Like if this is the first time you are doing this posture, you know nothing about this posture, don't bring all things into this posture. All beliefs into this posture. Just experience it new, fresh. Now, activate Muladhara, Mula and then inhale, roll up. Feel the ascending energy, the upward movement. And then exhale, feel the downward movement towards the ground. Let's do it again. Inhale, upward movement of the energy. And then exhale, downward movement of the energy. And then again, once more. Great. Now, let's go for a balancing posture. So, you're going to shift the weight to one foot. I'm going to start with the right foot on the ground. Start with the one that you want. And then, bringing the arm inside, we're going to grab the big toe with these 2 fingers. First thing, try to lengthen. Lengthen the body, create space. And then bring the arm up a little bit farther back than your head. And then, if you're stable here, you will stretch the leg to the front. Beautiful. Foot down. Close your eyes and simply feel. Now let's play with the other leg. Rooting down. Feel that. Feel the connection. And then from here you can rise up. Knee in, don't drop the knee, arm up, find space, and now you can choose to stay here if the balance is not good, or if the balance is quite stable, you can stretch the leg. You don't even need to stretch it all the way. Now let's bring it down. Yeah, close your eyes. Open your eyes again. Spread your legs. Outer edge of your feet parallel. Always in this posture, we make sure that we roll the pelvis. Yeah. Lengthening the lower back, engaging the lower abdomen, and today also engaging the pelvic floor. And then slide your hands through your legs until you reach your feet. Maybe you need to bend your legs a little bit here, it's okay. Only if your legs are straight, go and use the same fingers, the same kind of grip, grabbing the big toe, and then pulling your body back, bending the elbows, arms towards your legs, and sending the head as far back as you can. And then there is the breath. At the back of the legs, in your hips, feel the pelvic floor active. It doesn't have to be a lot. It can be just a little bit of action there in your pelvic floor. And then you can feel again the correlationship between the throat, Vishuddhi, and the base, Muladhara. Inhale, lift the head, hands on the ground. Open the left foot, then the left leg, bring the left arm inside. If you have long arms, you might be able to go with a flat hand, even with the arm outside of the leg. If you have short arms, you will go like this, but maybe this is not enough. Let's start by opening the arm up. The hip is opening, the chest is opening, and then bring the arm over the ear. If you feel that when you bring the arm over the ear, that's what's happening, your chest is closing, then it means that you need to bring the forearm on your thigh. Because what we want is this long line from the foot to the hand. So there are certain rules in this game now, yeah? Which is I'm opening the right side of the body. So if this is not possible, because my arms are too short, then I go here. Good. Let's play a little bit more by binding. The right arm goes at the back, touching the thigh. The left arm goes underneath the thigh, and the hands want to find. It's not about finding my hands here, yeah, under my pubic bone. It's about finding my hands as close to the knee as possible. There. Now, bring the back in line with the feet and open the heart once more. Open the chest, look up, and breathe. Soft breath. Wherever the body needs it. Probably your left hip. You want some space in that left hip. And then the breath. Try to enjoy by being present and feeling. Now let's undo. Windmill your arms. And now stretch the leg. feet parallel. Reposition the pelvis, find space in between your hands, and let's play again. Slide. You might be here, that would be enough. But if your legs are straight, grab the toes, pull the body towards the legs, bending the arms, and the head as far back as you can, and then breathe wherever the body needs it most. You know when that is because you are so present that you don't even have to think where to breathe. It's just happening in such a natural way. Inhale, lift the head. Now open the right foot. And then remember, right arm in, flat hand, or right arm out, flat hand. Yeah? And then open the arm, left arm up. The chest opens, the pelvis opens. I'm not here. Here. Yeah? Good. And then from here, arm over the ear. If when I do this, I feel my chest closing, it means I have to be up here with the forearm on the thigh. Short arms cannot do the same as long arms. So it's okay if you find a position that it's different than the books, where it allows for this lengthening of the left side. Okay, windmill your arms. Whoop. Stretch the leg. Feet parallel. Reposition the pelvis. Find space in between hands and then slide your hands down. But this time, start by keeping the pelvis a little bit farther back than your heels, moving in that direction. Walk with your hands as far as you can. Maybe now let the pelvis move a little bit to the front. Grab and then pull back. Send the pelvis back. Keep the hands on the ground, grabbing the ground. And then by sending the pelvis back, I am creating space in between vertebrae. Feel that. It's like you become a hammock, a nice hammock. Pull the sacrum away from your hands. Moving the pelvis backwards. And feel all the space you are creating in between ribs, in between vertebrae. You need to be present, not to miss out. Good, let go. And then turn both feet towards the front of your mat for Adho Mukha when exhaling. Again, moving the breath between Muladhara at the base of the torso, of the pelvis, and Vishuddhi in your neck, in your throat. Moving the breath through Sushumna Nadi, in between those really important energy centers. Good, now shift the weight towards your hands for plank. And then knees, chest, chin, once more. And now bring the belly down. Both hands on the ground and the chin on top of it. Legs together. And now let's move the breath again. From Muladhara to the throat, back and forth. We're gonna inhale from the base to the throat. And then exhale from the throat to the base. Try to feel the sensation of the breath moving like this. Great. Now, bring both arms really straight with the palms facing down and the pinkies touching each other underneath the body. You can either go with your chin or your mouth on the ground. it's more comfortable with the mouth, but I want to keep talking to you. So I'm gonna go with my chin. There. Now, inhale, right leg up, as high up as you can. Keep it straight. Be with your breath. Feel the effort you're making. But don't bring any extra emotion into it. It's like it's the first time you do it. You're surprised by the effort that it requires, but you're also amused by it. Beautiful. Bring the leg down. Let's go with the left. Inhale up. Bring it down. Wobble the pelvis a little bit from left to right. You know when it comes now, no? Let's do it with both legs. Just one limitation here, or two. Feet together and the legs as straight as you can. Yeah? Okay. Let's do it. Inhale up. And down. Beautiful. Let's move back to folded leaf. Breathing at your back. And just the sensations you're having now. Try not to get serious. You're here to play. Yeah. Once you start criticizing, judging, there is some seriousness and rigidity that comes that is totally contrary to a playful attitude. Yeah? And also it doesn't allow you to be surprised, because you already have locked yourself into something which is an attitude of I don't like it, I'm not comfortable, I'm not good at it. Yeah? Okay, so this would be Vajrasana, but we're going to go with Supta Vajrasana, spreading the feet and allowing for the pelvis and the butt to sit on the ground. In this posture, really interesting for the joints, knee joints, if you cannot touch the ground with your butt, you need to put something. It might be a block or a blanket, even a rolled yoga mat that you put there, so you can rest the weight of the body there without forcing your joints. So take your time, grab something, put it underneath if you need it. Okay. Let's play a little bit farther. Yeah. Unless the discomfort is so strong that you feel like you cannot move. Then just breathe through it and stay. But if you can play with me, hands on your feet, on the sole of the feet, and then one elbow and then the other. If you look at my lower back, it's really arched now, so I feel kind of uncomfortable here. So let's play as usual. I will lift my pelvis, roll it, yeah, roll it, and then bring it back down. I engage the pelvic floor, I engage the lower abdomen, and then from here, with my lower back already super happy to be here playing, then I send the sternum up, send it up, as high up as you can. You already have Mula Bandha, and now you will open the space of Vishuddhi on your throat. Open it. And feel the connection between those 2 points. The pelvic floor and the throat. the breath. Nice. Lift your head. Go up. Bring the knees, the feet in, and sit in Vajrasana. Soft breath here. Okay. We're going to do still one posture before closing the session, which is the tripod. In this posture, there are some rules for this game. So you have to do the rules. You have to follow the rules. Yeah? The rules are, there has to be an equal distance between the hands, which are shoulder width apart, the wrists, and the position of the top of the head. It's not the forehead, it's the top of the head, and the way you position it is really important. Yeah? So if my hands are this distance, the same distance for the top of the head. So it's a triangle with 3 sides exactly the same size. If I bring my head here, as you can see, this is much longer than this or this. That's cheating. We don't want to cheat. If you don't cheat, that goes on your favor on this one. So, flat hands on the ground, shoulder width apart. I will bring the top of the head at equal distance. And then elbows in, elbows in. Bring the hips up. That could be the posture for you today. Don't let your elbows move out. Keep the elbows in. But the second option would be knees on your arms. A third option would be feet all the way up. Okay, when you move down with control, one hand on top of the other and rest. And feel the breath. Without complaining or judging. Remember, when you judge, you are not open anymore. And then you're missing out. You lose your presence. Cross the legs. We're going to do spinal twist here. Right hand goes at the back. Lengthen the lower back and lengthen the whole spine actually. Bring the left hand outside of the right knee. Lengthen again and then spinal twist, spiraling the spine. Look over the shoulder as far as you can. Send the center of the heart backwards. Feel the space. Imagine with your mind a spiral moving up, spiraling up from the base of the spine all the way to the top of the head. The whole spine is spiraling. And the energy is moving upwards. Beautiful. Lengthen. And go back. And we're going to do the same. Create the space first. And then do the twist. And now feel the spine spiraling. Or just make a nice image in your mind of the spine spiraling. And the energy moving from the bottom to the top of the spiral. And then lengthen to undo. Hands on your knees. Feel yourself rooting down. and we're going to close by playing with the breath, with the energy. So you're going to remain seated in this posture, but you're going to move the breath. And the breath will move like this. You will start at the base in your perineum, pelvic floor, with the inhalation moving up through the middle line, front line, until you reach the throat, and then you will move at the back of the neck and keep on going up the skull all the way to the top of the head. That will be inhalation. And then the exhalation, it's center of the face until the throat, move back, and then the spine all the way down the sacrum, pelvic floor. It's an 8, yeah? So inhale, move back, exhale, inhale, and exhale, yeah? Let's do it. I'm going to guide you for 2 or 3 times, and then you will keep on doing it to the infinite. Inhale up the front until you reach the throat, and then move to the back all the way to the top of the head. Exhale through the face until you reach the throat, and then move to the back, all the spine down, sacrum, pelvic floor. Inhale up the front, and then cross at the throat, back of the skull, top of the head. Exhale, face, throat, the spine down,